Hello everyone, welcome back to MD-102 tutorial series. As a continuation to the previous video, let's start with guest uses. In the previous video, we have seen about the member uses, how to create a member user, and how we can allocate administrative roles to the member user, and how it differs from the global administrator and limited administrator. All that we have seen in the previous session. In this fourth episode of MD-102, let's discuss about guest uses. Guest uses. Guest uses are the accounts that your Microsoft Entra tenant does not manage. We are actually not managing the guest uses, but still you want to assign permission to the users. In that scenario, we require guest user. A guest user account is a member user from another Microsoft tenant or Microsoft account. Although administrator can create this account, these accounts are often created automatically when users share the account with external users. For example, if you share OneDrive file with some other user, then guest user account is created. In the OneDrive, a particular file you are sharing with some external party, then that account become a guest user in our tenant. So first let us create a guest user, and this scenario we will discuss how a OneDrive file with the external user, how it will work. So first let us create an guest user from the 365 admin center or from the Azure portal. All right, so I'm in the 365 admin center. Here in the 365 admin center under users, if you expand it, you get the guest user. So I just click on the guest user, and here we have add a guest user. Let me click on add a guest user. That take me to the Azure portal, portal.azure.com, and here we get to create a user which we already created. This will be the member user. Now we are inviting a user. For him, I'm just naming it as Jojo Paul Gmail, and I put the Gmail ID here, my personal ID here, the external ID, jojopaul.t@gmail.com. First name, last name, all that details you can give in here, and you can give a personal message. Please accept my request to join as a guest in my tenant. Great. So this is my message. And if you go down as same like the member user, you are getting more options here, like job title, department, company name, all that options are available here. So let me just invite him. So invitation is going to my personal ID, jojopaul.t@gmail.com. So successfully we have invited the user. Let me just go back to my Gmail and go to the spam. And this particular mail has received in my spam mail. So I have received it. And here I get an option to accept the invitation. So let me just click and accept the invitation. So it is just verifying the code. So I just ask to send the code. Stay signed in. So this is the process to add a guest user. And if I just refresh it, if I come back to the M365 admin center and refresh it, I can see my ID Jojo Paul Gmail is available here as a guest user. So in this way, you can add a guest user, or as mentioned here, these accounts are often created automatically when users share content with external users. For example, if you share a OneDrive file with user, then guest user account is created. In a OneDrive file, if you are sharing with an external user, then the guest user will be created. But there is a condition for that. If your security settings is not permitting to share the data to the outside world, only people in your organization, if this OneDrive data sharing settings in the SharePoint admin center, OneDrive settings you have kept only the people inside your organization, then you cannot share to the external persons. In that if you are not able to share to the external person, then guest user account will not be created also. So here we have three options. Only guest already in your organization directory, which means if you are using if you are selecting the second option, existing guest, only guest already in your organization directory. If you are going with this option, first we will have to create the guest user as I have created like this. Then now when you are sharing the OneDrive file, you will be able to see this user and you will be able to share it. So second option is like existing guest. And for the OneDrive, we have one more setting, new and existing guest. Here what you can do, you can add the new or existing guest, then automatically the external user will be able to share the OneDrive file, and automatically the guest user will be created here. And we have the least secured one. User can share files and folders using link that do not require signing. So anyone can access the OneDrive file. This is risky. We should not use anyone. The best option is always to keep existing guest. So first create the guest, and then once you create the guest, to that guest you can send the OneDrive file. So that is what discussed here as a guest users. I hope you have got an idea what is guest user and how it works. All right, now let us move on. So there are essentially two ways to create and manage your users. First one, as a cloud identity by using Microsoft Entra ID. This option is quickest and most straightforward method. Go to any of the portal and create a user, and that user will remain as a cloud only user, cloud identity. Now we have a second option, as a directory synced identities by using an on-premise directory services to synchronize with Microsoft Entra ID. This method has added complexity of installing, configuring synchronization software to ensure that directory objects synchronize successfully with Microsoft Entra ID. This is something like we have an on-premise Active Directory, and the users in the on-premise Active Directory we synchronize through Microsoft Entra ID Connect. That software we will be installing on one particular server, and through that application, we are syncing our on-premise users to the cloud. Let us do that and understand the second option much more deeper. All right, so I am inside a domain controller, in an on-premise domain controller. All Active Directory users and computers, everything is healthy on this machine, and I have installed Azure AD Connect. This Azure AD Connect, now it's called Entra ID Connect, but still when you install this Entra ID Connect, still it shows us Azure AD Connect. When you open it as administrator, so you could see the name changes like Microsoft Entra Connect Sync. Azure AD Connect is actually the former name. Now they have changed to Microsoft Entra Connect. So I have done all the settings, all the configuration required for the synchronization in the Entra Connect Sync. So let me close that. So let us see let us create a new user, how it is syncing to the cloud, to the Entra ID. So here I am going to create a new user, and to this new user I am naming it as MD user -2, and I'm giving a logo name here, same MD user -2, MD-102 user, MD-102 user. Let me click on next, and let me set a password here. Click on next, finish. So a new user has been created in the on-premise, and this particular OU I have added in the syncing OU in Azure AD Connect. How Entra ID Connect configured, how it works, all that I have, the videos are already available in my channel. I shall put it in the description box, and in the coming session we can again discuss all this in the coming sessions. All right, anyway, this user has been created and this is in the syncing OU. Now what we are going to do, we are going to manually sync this user to the cloud, or by default it takes 30 minutes cycle to sync to the cloud. All right, so I use the PowerShell command to sync it right now. Let me open a PowerShell, right click, run as administrator, click on yes, and we have two commands here. First one is delta and other one is initial. The difference between both is that delta will take only the changes that happen from the last sync. Initial will start from the beginning. So let me go with the changes only. So I select the first one and paste it over here, and let me click on enter. So the synchronization is success. If you run again, we should get an error. Yeah, which means it is already busy and the synchronization is going on. All right, let me minimize this. Go to my Entra ID and verify whether this particular user has synced or not. Let us search for the same user in our Entra admin center in the Entra ID. Let me go to the users and search for that particular user, which is MD-102 user 2. Yeah, this was synced. Check it out. See, you can see on-premise synced. Yes. If you click on this user, you may get more details. MD user 2. If you go to the properties, here you can see last sync is on today at 10:11 a.m. Presently time is 10:12. So just now this account has been synced. Is it on-premise sync enabled? Yes. So this is what they have mentioned here as a directory synchronize identities by using an on-premise directory service to synchronize with Microsoft Entra ID. So through Entra ID Connect, through that software, we are syncing our on-premise usage to the cloud. So we have discussed the creation and manage uses in Microsoft Entra ID. In the next, so with that, we are completing this particular module. And in the next module, let us see create and manage groups in Entra ID. All right, so that we will discuss in the next session. Thanks for watching this video. We will meet in the other video. Till then, goodbye.